Hey YouTube land, it's Meredith here. I am checking in with you. I cannot believe somebody said today, oh my god, it's almost been a year since your surgery. And I almost shit my pants. I can't believe it. I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy in February 2012. So that's a whole bunch of dates since then. So February, and we're in November now. Don't make me do the math, but I think 9 months out. I've lost a total of 115 pounds, and I'm super excited about that. And you should feel pretty special because I'm inviting you into my dirty bathroom right now. So I know that you guys who have been following me have been following my personal life and me getting situated on that. Before surgery, I never had a life. I did nothing all day long for a very long time, and I lived in my own little world with my best friend who, it's hard with the relationships once you get some self-esteem and get motivated to do things, just because she's kind of where she was at still, because she never had this life-changing event, and I did, and I'm super motivated to go out and find myself and to find new hobbies and new adventures and things like that. So I'm having a really tough time with relationships still, because I'm not the same person. I don't want to do the same thing, sit at home and drink some beers and just kind of do nothing. I like having a social life. I like hanging out. I like experiencing new things. And unfortunately, my best friend and I are having a little bit of butting heads, if you will, because she's still stuck in the same rut. But, we're working on it, just like with all my relationships right now. I'm working on it. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of commitment, a lot of freaking hard work, I'll tell you that. But I'm not giving up because I know where I want to be and I'm going to stop at nothing. I've never had really much motivation for anything. I'm stuck at my same job with, there's no moving forward, and I'm, smarter than most of the people there, actually all the people there. But I had no self-confidence to say, hey, this is not for me. I need to move up and move on. And I'm learning that I'm getting crapped on at work, and I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. So, the good news is I actually got a new job, a part-time job as a waitress. And I used to be a long time ago, 10 years ago, a waitress. And I called up someplace, and gosh knows what they're doing, but they were expecting to train me today. I called last week, and they told me to stop by. And they are expecting to train me today. I'm like, wait, I didn't even have an interview. And they're like, no, you have to get trained. So I don't know if they just have everyone come in and see if they survive the day or what. But it'd be really cool, since now I love talking to people and making people laugh and putting smiles on people's faces. I'm super excited for this. So next week I'm going to be going in for training, I guess. And I need more money to support, my new addictions like shopping. I'm redecorating my house, sort of, still in the process of it. And, so I definitely need some more monies, and I like to have that outlet where I can talk to people. So I'm dealing with the fact that I'm socially awkward, and I don't think people looking at me, they realize how socially awkward I am. I say what I want to say when I say it, and I am starting to understand that this is not acceptable in certain situations. As a fat girl, they would just leave me alone and move on, but I don't know, it's weird. I'm learning to, be outgoing, but I need to keep a lid on it sometimes, because I affect people's feelings and things like that, and I, never had relationships in the past other than when my best friend, Michelle, and we say everything to each other. So it's hard learning, the new me, I guess, and how to control what I have to say. And, people don't always want to hear the truth. And unfortunately, it's kind of all I speak is the truth. I realized like a long time ago that life is too complicated as it is, and just to say the truth and say what's on my mind is always the best way. Unfortunately, it does scare off some people, but maybe I don't need those people in my life anyway. I'm still dating. I am finding that, it's bringing out a lot of great qualities about me. It's remembering things about me I once knew, like how funny and special and caring and, you know, I'm just the whole freaking package. I'm, you know, I'm everything. I not to like toot my own horn or anything, but I've always been the most caring person that I knew, and I never understood why people weren't so caring, but, you know, that's part of the reason why I shut down a long time ago, is because I hated people, because they just aren't like me. I'm quite the unique individual, and I'm okay with that, because I'm going to stick to my roots. I want to be who I've always been, and that's got to be true to myself. I have, let's see, I'm looking at my notes here, definitely made some improvements to myself and my overall health. I am, so I have this theory, I have a lot of theories, but I have this theory on the protein powders and how a lot of them have the artificial sweeteners in them. So my theory is you're filling yourself with these artificial sweeteners and chemicals which aren't good for you. And I'm finding that I'm like, anytime there's candy or something sweet around, I always need to have it. And it's never good enough. It's never sweet enough. I always need more. So I have this theory that the artificial sweeteners, because they are so concentrated and so filled with the sweetness, it's just making my taste buds really off. So instead of just having water, I can't drink water anymore because it just tastes so blah to me. I've never had a problem drinking water. I used to drink water like nobody's business, but now I'm having an issue. So I bought like Mio to put in the water, Crystal Light. And again, it's filled with chemicals and nasty stuff like that I really don't want in my body. So I'm making improvements, like having water with a lemon or a lime or something like that. And instead of like doing all protein shakes, like getting, you know, doing smoothies with the unflavored protein and then lots and lots of fruit and to cover up that. I don't know if you guys have tried the unflavored protein, but it's nasty. It tastes like yucky spoiled milk to me. So I put lots of stuff in it. But I'm just trying to move towards healthier choices. I've been drinking coffee after surgery, and because I'm a big coffee addict, I don't want to really drink coffee. It's giving me a lot of GERD. So I'm, you know, exploring teas and different teas with caffeine, and I don't want too much caffeine, but at the same time, I need it. But, you know, the coffee is totally dehydrating me. The acid is causing, you know, problems in my esophagus. So I want to step away and try to move towards healthier, more intelligent choices, which I actually went to the tea store today in the plaza, which you guys, thanks for you, Lindsay. Don't know what it is, but it's a mall, and I got totally ripped off on this $5 cup of tea. But they have some beautiful teas and some, you know, choices. So I'm going to do a little more research on those and hopefully find a nice breakfast tea for me. But yeah, I'm looking at, you know, healthier choices, making smarter choices with my life, and you know, just small steps every single day to work to improve this beautiful creature that you see before you. But yeah, I hope everyone's been doing well. Thank you all for your continued support. I appreciate it more than you know. I think that, you know, everyone hopefully is doing a good job doing their research. If you're planning on getting the sleeve, totally worth it. But again, just realize like you are in for a ride, especially if you're like me that's been overweight your whole life. There are certain things you have to address. I'm actually looking into getting a new therapist. I don't think the therapist I had was working with me the right way. I need to be pushed a little more. I need a little more effort to get through whatever issues I have, underlying issues, current issues. I kind of just, you know, want to start over and have, you know, a new life and forget about issues I had, but I don't know if that's working. Because, you know, I have body image issues. I have, you know, I've been intimidating my entire life. I'm no longer that intimidating anymore. Guys think I'm like this easy, like, ditzy blonde, and, you know, I'm not. I actually have opinions, and I have interests, and I like to think, and I don't know. So I'm trying to work on that, I guess, to get to a better place. And I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyway, thank you again for your continued support, and I hope to goodness, like I was trying to say, like, make sure you have a therapist, like, at least lined up. There's a lot of things on why we get to be the weight that we are. It's not just because we don't get full. It's because we're eating to fill some type of void in our lives. Whether it be, you feel neglected, or you're unhappy with your life, or you just eat because you're bored. Well, these are all things on stuff you gotta work on. If you're bored, you gotta get a social life, or you gotta, have the self-confidence to go out there and do things. But we don't just get overweight because we're not, we don't get full. Trust me, I thought that was the reason too, but it's really not. So just look deep. That's all that I have to say. And, for those people who don't want to look deep and don't want to find, the real true problem, I just recommend it. That's all I can say, because once you go deep and you find the problem, then you can really work to fix it and to achieve a happy, beautiful life, which I can't believe I almost have. So, yes, thank you for watching, and I will check in with you guys soon. Bye!